Governor John Letcher of Virginia laid the foundation for the Confederate spy work in Washington. During the gap of time when Virginia had succeeded but not yet joined the Confederacy, Letcher began his setup of the spy network in Washington. Letcher officially started the spy network when he ordered Thomas Jordan to recruit Rose O'Neal Greenhow to be an agent. The secret line was used in order to transport messages across the river to the Confederate officers. The Confederates focused on getting intelligence to Richmond by means of the secret line. The Union did not have any set-up system. Union generals handled intelligence gathering as a task for their own commands. The Union never developed a need for a national intelligence agency. Because of this, President Lincoln himself hired an agent on his own, paid him, and personally received the agent's reports. Elizabeth Van Lew was an abolitionist from Richmond, Virginia. She built and operated a spy ring for the Union. Dear Lloyd, go through the Confederate lines and spy for me. You will get $200 a month. You are allowed to bring your wife and maid as well as an employee. Thank you for your help. Lincoln.
Hi, Mr. Letcher. Hi, Mr. Jordan. Can you do something for me?
Of course, sir.
Can you please recruit Miss Rose O'Neal Greenhow for the Confederate spy ring?
Yes, sir, I can.
Thank you, sir.
Miss Greenhow, I've been instructed to request that you join the Confederate Army as a spy. Do you accept this offer?
I gladly accept.
I'm so glad. You will meet with your commanding officer soon to receive your orders.
Why, thank you.
In this envelope, I've enclosed the cipher you're going to use to communicate. Whenever you're writing to me, make sure to use my code name, Thomas John Rayford. Use this to communicate to all other Confederate spies and officers, and make sure you keep the code very hidden.
Will do.
Just at that moment, I again received a warning from my supporters, and hastily jumping to the ground, we hid ourselves until the pedestrians had passed out of sight and hearing. Once I finally got up to the window, I peeked and listened in. I saw Greenhow and an officer. The officer was showing her a map. They then left the room, and about an hour later, they walked back in together, arm in arm, and said good night. Are you Rose O'Neal Greenhow?
Yes, sir.
I need to arrest you.
Greenhow was charged with being a spy in the interest of the rebels and furnishing the insurgent generals with important information relative to the movements of the Union forces.
Go. Come with me. I'm going to hide you in the attic while the Confederates come through town.
Yes, ma'am, Mrs. Van Lew.
Dear sir, I'm writing to inform you that we have successfully been saving slave children in Richmond. Not only that, but we have also started an underground spy organization called the Richmond Underground. We have been successful in infiltrating many of the houses of wealthy Confederate officers. Finally, we have begun to use a cipher to transport information, and in this letter I've enclosed a key to that cipher so we can also send you the information we know. I wish you the best of luck in your fight up north. Signed, Elizabeth Van Lew.